Right, so we're at Tavistock, Milemead, Carp and Silvers today. Anyone that's been following the channel since the very get-go, we did one of our first videos up here, Billy's still one up here. Unfortunately, due to a copyright issue and sort of my mistake in that sense, I let YouTube autocorrect it and it absolutely knackered the video. The audio's not very good, the video can't really make much sense of it. And yeah, so we thought we'd come up again today, do another video up here. Carp and Silvers is a great lake if you're just starting out fishing, or even if you've been fishing for a while and just want a couple of bends in the rods. It is just a lovely lake. It's stocked full of fish. The owner's always very helpful. I'm not just going to go on the bottom today and do typical buzzer, boilie and leave it. I'm going to try a few different methods. I'm going to go one PVA bag on the bottom. I'm going to do some surface fishing. I'm going to try a white zig and just experiment a bit, have a bit of fun. This is what, for me, the lakes like the Carp and Silvers at Milemead are about. You come here, you just have fun. Even it's not, I don't want to say it's not a difficult lake to catch on, because someone who's not been fishing very long might still struggle with it, but you know you've got a very good chance of catching if you do the basics right. So yeah, it's a great little lake, and fingers crossed, between the new camera I've got, a bit more experience making videos, this video at Tavistock Milemead Carp Fisheries should be a lot more enjoyable for you guys. Fingers crossed anyway. Any imperfections, I do apologise. I'm still trying to get used to the new camera I've bought. But yeah, fingers crossed there's a video that you guys will enjoy, and yeah, share, like, comment, any feedback is very important to us. Let us know, because if I can make it better, it just benefits you as well as me. Right now, what I'm going to do, for those that don't know, I'm going to quickly walk you through a zig setup. It's not something I've used an awful lot. I've been trying to more and more. It's got me bites when being on the bottom doesn't, and say you can't surface fish with a controller float and they're out in the middle so you can't reach them. Basically, you've got your weight at the bottom here, which is suspended by this buoyant bit. If you line off the water, weight down the bottom, this is a zig float. It's an adjustable zig setup, so you pin it down and you release line to let it go up and up and up. Obviously you have your hook link here, going to whatever buoyant bait you want, foam, pop-up, whatever it is. And basically it means you're going your fish on the deck a couple foot above, or you can release line, and go right the way and fish an inch above the surface. Obviously you can do it out in the middle of the lake, you can do it in the edges. It allows you to fish at all different levels. Because if you think of a carp's 24-hour time scale, how much time do you actually think they spend feeding on the bottom? They go up and down in the layers. They go on the bottom, they go on the top when it's warmer. Sometimes they cruise in the middle. You notice, if you can't hit all the sections as and when, you're sort of limiting your chances. I'm not an expert on zigs by no means, but I do understand how they work. So it's something I'm going to try again today. Hopefully I'll get a bite on camera for you. And yeah, just show that it gives you another string to your bow. I didn't expect him to go off so soon. He's out.
First one of the session.
Yeah, I put that down because I was planning to do a bit of surface fishing. I didn't expect him to, well, take it quite so quick, so active on the surface. Sorry. But yeah, first PVA bag, just 1 grain of artificial sweet corn as a hook bait. Buoyant, obviously, to help him fly up into the mouth. And yeah, just normal ground bait mix, different size pellets, 2, 4, 6 mil. Yeah, a little bit of plain citrus juice and Nash, and I've already got one, which is quite nice.
He tore off pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't expect to have them this soon, to be honest. They're all on the surface. And come on, bud. Give up.
And he's in.
He's in. I got a little fight in that one. He was going on for ages. Yeah, first fish. Ideal. This is why I like coming up to this lake. You know, they're not the biggest fish in the world. It's a great place to test different tactics. I grew up fishing here as a kid. It brings back awesome memories. And there's so many fish in here, you can try different things, experiment, see if they work. But yeah, rod's been out 10-15 minutes maybe. Didn't expect to go off so soon, and yeah, got this little one. He's only a baby, but still happy to have a fish nonetheless. Right guys, so we've had the one already, very quick one when I first turned up. My plan was to put one bag out by the reeds. I didn't expect them to feed on the bottom that quickly, to be honest, with a little bit of heat we got today. I saw a lot on the surface, so I was going to do that, and then from there, you know, go surface fishing. And instead Caleb's gone surface fishing. It's looking like good weather, and yeah, I've got a zig out, white foam, hoping to trick him thinking it's bred on the surface, literally just below. And yeah, fingers crossed we have a couple more to show you. So after a lot of perseverance, Caleb has had one on the surface, on bread, just freelining it. Very fun method, one of the best ones as far as I'm concerned. It's so exhilarating. He's been at it for a while. They've been a bit more finicky today than usual, but he's got one nonetheless, which is great for him.
Do not want to give up.
No. Yeah, up you go. He's in. There you go. This is why I like having a big carp net. You can get them in, still even submerged in the water. You know, let them recover a bit, take the hook out. And yeah, well done, bud. Right, Kurt's obviously had the fish. A few things I want to mention, just for fish care. One, make sure your landing mat is always wet. You've got a bit of water there on the side in the little bucket, just to wet them down, helps calm them down, keeps them healthy. And also carp care. Okay, there's many different forms of this. This one's called So Carpy. If you look, you can see where the hook's been in. Okay, all literally you have to do, go to the wound, put a little bit on. It just helps it heals. If you've got any marks on the side or any scales missing, it's always worth doing it as well. But yeah, now let Caleb hold up his fish. Yeah.
There we go.
Lovely little carp off the surface, still very lively. Yeah, again, even though you let them recover, it does make them more lively on the mat, but it's better than exhausting them, hurting them in any way, shape or form.
Yep. Whoa, there we go.
Cool. Right guys, so we've been here for a few hours now. Obviously had that one early, had one come off, had a couple of beats on a zig, but I've not had anything, not no double runs, not had the hook set, which is a bit disappointing really. I thought that would have been a sure thing really. I've wasted a lot of time trying different pop-ups and bread and foam and different fluids for the foam. So I think I'm going to give it another 15-20 minutes, and then as much as I want to catch on a zig to show you guys, I haven't done any surface fishing today, and that's my favourite part. So I'm giving it 15-20 minutes, and then still got nothing. I'm going to take one of the zig rod out and surface fish for a bit for it, because I absolutely love doing it, and I think I can get some cracking footage as well. Okay, let's double take. I'll see if I can look at this one and I'll come over and take that one, mate, alright? Yeah, no worries.
Yep.
Right, so that was a very manic 5 minutes. I had a double take, I had to come running across the lake. Got one in the net, this is the second, which I don't think is too far done. Nothing massive, but they both look like pretty little fish. Let's see if we can get this one in now if he's done. That was yours, mate.
Huh?
That was your rod done. I've got one in the water.
Oh, don't.
Cool. Alright, so that's very hectic, but a very good double take. I'll show you on the mat.
Yep.
Oh, that's a wet knee. Right. So as you can see, we have these two beautiful little commons. At the same time, a lovely double take. Not going to say no to it, even though it made me fall over, panic, etc. But one was on the PVA bag setup I showed you earlier. The other one, unfortunately, the zig didn't pan out. Went to surface fishing. Literally, as I hooked into this one on the surface with some bread, Nash size 8 claw hook, that one went off on the PVA bag. Caleb had to come and run and rescue me because I couldn't. They both went off like a rocket. To be fair, I couldn't play them both, obviously. Yeah, what a beautiful little set of commons. Over the moon with that. Over the moon. Well, it's gone absolutely mental the past half an hour. I think I've had 3 fish. Not even half an hour, actually, is it?
No, no.
I'm not even getting to set my second rod up. The PVA bags have just gone absolutely mental. And yeah, I'm into another fish. Yeah, it's just gone absolutely bonkers. All I'm using is a single bit of sweet corn. I've tried a 12mm white pop-up. Didn't really, I had a little bit of interest, nothing much. So I've stayed away from boilies and that. They're obviously on the sweet corn, is what they get seen a lot of. And that's when you've got to research your venue more than anything else, because this is used by quite a lot of match fishermen. It's used for matches. A lot of people who come here aren't the most experienced carp anglers, in the sense it's a good learning lake, like I was when I was a kid. So stuff like sweet corn, bread, lunch meat, fish are used to, and they're confident feeding on. And you want to take advantage of that, you know. I'm using a PVA bag, yes. I am chucking loose sweet corn over the top, because obviously it melts PVA. And it just seems a recipe that works, you know, and different lakes act differently, so if you can, do your homework. And yeah, it does result in a good session. I only have a little baby one, but it also goes to show, like I said, research a venue, but a lot of people cast out miles with their rods and they ignore the margins. Now where I'm fishing, I'll show you in a minute, 6-7 foot away from me to the right, a set of reeds tucked away in the margin. So I have all my fish in the PVA bags today. Everyone looks for big features here, big features there. Don't ignore the margins as well, they can be very, very successful. And there you go. Nothing big, either baby really, but it's still great fun, great practice. I'm trying out different rigs that I've tied. Yeah, it's ideal. Now another thing I want to touch on is spring carp fishing. It's one of the reasons I want to do the video up here as well. As soon as the temperature starts warming up, the carp will rise to the warmest part of the lake they're in. Obviously the top layers warm up first compared to the bottom. So the shallow end of the lake, or shallower ends, will warm up quicker than the deeper. So yeah, you need to keep in mind when you go spring, winter, summer carp fishing, whatever it is, what the conditions of the water will be like, what the weather's like, and how it will change how the fish act. You know, spring and summer, you know, you normally find the carp will gravitate towards the warmer water first. So if you know where the shallow end is, best bet is go over, walk around there. Hopefully they'll be there. Obviously in peak summer, when the water's fairly warm, they will still go there. But I find they really rush there in spring, because it's the first bit of heat, it's the first bit of warm up, and they all do sort of pile in at the warmest part. Surface fishing is great in the spring and summer. It can be done in the winter, I suppose. For me, it's not been as productive, but yeah, definitely surface fishing is one of my go-to things in spring and summer, and I absolutely love doing it. Obviously PVA bags for me in winter and spring are good, because you can obviously have that parcel of food ready and cast out where you want to, and know you've got bait around your hook bait, and find the fish if you're struggling to get on fish. In the summer, to be fair, I prefer putting a better bait down and putting the rod over the top, so I might bait up 2-3 spots and switch like that, maybe with the spod or whatever I'm going to use to get the bait out. But yeah, just keep in mind that tactics do change throughout the year, and it's always worth keeping that in mind, because it can stop you blanking in that sense. While I've got a minute free, obviously, I'm going to just quickly take you through the mix I'm using my PVA bags. I'll show you in a second. It is this delightful stuff here. So I have a mixture of 2mm, 4mm, 6mm pellet, 6mm pellet citrus, some breadcrumb just when I put in the Nash Plum juice or the Pineapple Supreme from Corda, whichever one it is. It just allows it to soak up that flavour a lot. A few crushed boilies, just to give it a little bit of food substance, and some fish meal ground bait. It's all fairly cheap, nice to go into a bag, fills up nicely, fills up all the gaps, crushes down well. Yeah, nothing too expensive, but it does the trick. So right guys, now that I've got a moment and the rod's not gone absolutely mental, this is a little swim I'm fishing in, okay? It's the arm, which goes up here. The main leg obviously goes to your right here, right the way around, opens up again here. But I chose this little arm because it's a bit shallower, so I know the water is going to be a bit warmer, so carp should come up here. Because obviously it's still spring, they are going to gravitate towards the heat. I'm just running a single bit of sweet corn as my hook bait. I've been using PVA bags. I've showed you the ground bait earlier, but I just don't want you to neglect your swim. I mean, it's very easy to cast out to the other side down there, which might all be good options. But right next to me is a set of reeds, right tight into the margin. The carp feels safe in there. I can see him knocking around, and that's the spot I fished today, and it's gone absolutely bonkers. I've had one off the surface as well. No luck with the zig, obviously, but margins, reeds, please don't neglect them. They can really, really change your fishing trip. Right guys, so we're coming to the end of the session. Got here just for 10. We're leaving just a little bit after 3, so it's 5 hours. A couple of fish dropped off, but I had I think 6 in total. I wasted a bit too long really trying to make the zigs work, so I could catch it on video. But it's still a good session, you know. I'm still happy. PVA bag smashed out of the park. Single grain of sweet corn really does work up here. Obviously artificial, like I said before, so it flies up into the mouth better. Normal sweet corn does work. I prefer the artificial slow sinking ones because it does shoot up into the mouth quite well. So that's it. Yeah, this is Carp and Silvers at Milemead Tavistock. Yeah, again, the reason we're doing this video is because the other one got sort of messed up by the copyright YouTube sent, and I just put autocorrect and it messed up the audio, etc. And to be fair, since doing that, we have got, I like to think we've got better making videos anyway. I've invested in a better camera, and yeah, I mean it's still early spring, very, very early spring. In the summer it's even better up here, to be honest. So many more fish are on the surface. And you come up here all day with a bit of bread and just bang them off. But yes, the PVA bags for me have worked very well today. I've had a single hook bait out with sweet corn as well. Had one fish off it. For me, just when you set the PVA bag, you know, you got the inline leads, you got the short trace, you got your hook bait. So you put it in the bag, you cover it, so when it all melts, all your rig, your weight, the lot is all hidden. I think that's a very effective way to nail carp, big or small for that matter, big or small. Yeah, depending on time of year, baiting tactics change, but up here on the Carp and Silvers, even in the winter, you're pretty much, it's your best chance for a bite, you know. And it is great fun coming up here. I love taking my daughter up here, my family up here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it's a good replacement for the first one we did, and hopefully you can really enjoy it with decent audio as well. Fingers crossed I don't put any music over it, etc., which gets it copyright muted. I'll be very, very careful about doing that. But please like and subscribe to our channel. More videos will be coming out as it comes to summer now, different venues, bigger fish, catfish, etc. So please stay tuned and just let me know what you think. Like, subscribe and comment. Thanks guys.